Hmm? Hi, and welcome to a game of Monster Get You. In short, Get is a game about a monster. And then there is this guy, Mr. U, who is trying to get away from the monster by placing cards on the table, making a track. And the monster is trying to chase him down by placing matching cards on top of his. If she comes to the same card as Mr. U, she gets him and scores 1 point. On the other hand, if Mr. U manages to run 6 cards ahead of the monster, he is in safety, and then he scores 1 point. After this, you switch roles and start a new chase. The first one to score 3 points wins the game. Now you know what the game is about, so let's play it. Take away all white cards from the game. Then shuffle the 5 starting cards and place them on the table. On one side they have a monster on a blue background, and on the other side there is a secret trophy for the one who wins the chase. And then shuffle the rest of the cards. This is the deck. From here we draw 5 cards each. Here is our hand, and here is our opponent's hand. At the end of each turn you refill your hand so that you have 5 cards again. Now the one who has gone the longest without a shower starts being monster. I guess we are the monster. And so the monster takes a starting card and places it anywhere she likes on the table. And from here the first chase will begin. Mr. U really wants to get away from here, and he is allowed to run away from this card in any direction he likes. So Mr. U will make a head start, which means that he gets to place as many cards that he wants from his hand to the table. This is only allowed once in the beginning of each chase, and from then on you're only allowed to play 1 card per turn. So this was the head start, he refills his hand, and it's our turn. We want to chase him. We must follow this track. So we place a matching card like this, and our turn is over, and we refill our hand. Then he plays a card and refills his hand, and it's our turn again. As you can see, we have reached a crossroads. Here we need to turn right in order to follow the track. But we don't have to play a crossroads like he did. We just need to play a card that lets us go in the direction of the track. Like this one, for example. Now we have a card with a +1 on it. If I play this card, I'm also allowed to play another card from hand. Ah, we're getting closer to him. And we get to draw 2 cards to refill our hand. Ah, look at that. We need to go straight here, but we don't have a card that lets us go straight. Now, if you can't play a card, or if you don't want to play a card, you can dump 2 cards instead of doing a regular turn. Then our turn is over and we get to refill our hand. Now this is looking way better. Now we can play this plus card and another plus card, and then this right turn with a -1 on it. And when we play a -1, that means we are allowed to dump a card from our hand. Usually in a game, minus is a bad thing. You don't want to lose anything. But in this game, it can be really good to lose a card. Now we can play this plus card, and because we have reached a crossroads leading to nowhere at the moment, we are allowed to play whatever direction we like on top of this. And now we got him. Ha ha ha! Monster get you! Now we scored 1 point, and we show that by flipping the starting card and taking the trophy. And then first one to have 3 of these trophies wins the game. Now a new chase begins. We dump the old track, we change roles, and the monster draws a new starting card and places it on the table. And from here we make our head start, like this. And from now on we play 1 card per turn, unless it has a +1 on it. this is a bomb. With the bomb, we can blow up the card where our opponent is. Like this. Boom. Now we pushed her back. Oh, now she threw a bomb at us. Let's throw another one. Boom. And -1 lets us dump a card. Here is a card with Mr. U on it. That's very good for us because only Mr. U is allowed to play this card. It is a crossroads and it has a +1. It also has a special rule saying that if the monster gets you, you can use this card to continue the chase. Oh, now she got us. What a coincidence. And she's now done with her turn, so she refills her hand and then she reaches for the trophy. But wait, bye. And then we can play another card. Oh no, she got us again. Well, 1 point for her then. Now we are back to being monster. We place the starting card, Mr. U makes the head start, and the chase is on. This monster card is like the Mr. U card. It is a crossroads with a +1, and only the monster is allowed to play it. But there are no other special rules to it. So we place it here and play another card. So let's play the Dynamite. The Dynamite lets us blow up our opponent's hand. Or our own hand. If we blow up our own hand, that means we get all new cards for the next turn, and that is a good thing. But let's blow his hand this time. Kaboom! And on his turn, he has no cards. Well, that means he's losing his turn, and he refills his hand. This card lets us switch roles. Now we become Mr. U, and Mr. U becomes monster. This red monster card is not like the other monster card, because this red monster card, anyone can play this. And when you play it, it's like saying, "Wow, now I am the monster, and we will start a new chase." And that's good for us, because she's very close. Rawr. We dump the old track, and then we place the remaining starting card wherever we want. And then he starts doing his head start. But hey, he's also playing the red monster card. And that's okay, he can do that. Changing roles is okay, but no other red cards are allowed during the head start. So that means we can play this card to change roles back again. And then he will have to do the head start instead. Well, now you know how to play this game. Just remember, starting card, head start, chase. First one to score 3 points wins the game. Now, should you run out of cards in the deck, you just reshuffle the dump to make a new deck. As a bonus to this game, there are a lot of blank cards. This is your chance to invent your own cards, so why not have a double bomb? Or a bridge, letting you cross the track and continue on the other side. I hope you will have a great time playing Get. My son knew how to play this before he turned 4, and I think that if you know how arrows work, you should be able to pick this game up. I have received praise and feedback from preschools, from youngsters, from teens, and even from old guys. Get is a game for everyone. Cheers! Kaboom!